Every country has a kind of food that is labeled as poor people's food, poor man's food. Every country has it. Now, for example, now in the United States, according to the research that I did, fatty meat, bread are one of those foods that is assigned to the poor man, that's labeled as poor man food in the United States. While for UK, we have white bread made from bolted wheat flour. It is seen as poor man's food in the UK. So in Nigeria too, I'll be talking about the food that is seen as poor man's food. One of the main reasons is that number one, because it's cheap, and yes, it's cheap, and it's all for this one is also filling. When you eat it, you will fill up on time. You don't need to eat very large quantity before you fill up. I'm very sure those are the two main characteristics, and they are abundant. Let me put it that way. Yes, and they're also abundant because they are very cheap. They are not abundant, they won't be cheap like that. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm about today. Welcome to my channel Africa Every Day. For this episode, I'll be talking about Garri. Garri is a kind of food that is made from cassava. When cassava is peeled, it's dried, then it's processed, then it is now being fried. So we call it cassava. That's what we call it now. The Yoruba name is Garri, and believe me, it doesn't have an English name. Just like sushi in Japan. So sushi in Japanese is still sushi in English. So Garri, some people try to call it cassava flakes. No, this is not flake. This is not flake. This is Garri, and that is what must be exported to any other language that will be using the word. It is called Garri. That's what I'll be using. So before I go further in the explanation, I'd like to show my full appreciation to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I'm very, very grateful to you guys. I'm extremely grateful. My entire family is grateful. Without you, all this will not be possible. I'm extremely grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. The truth is that I don't know how to thank you again. Nevertheless, I'll still be saying thank you every time I'm opportunities to say that. Thank you very much, especially Mr. Michael Tamishrim, the real backbone behind this channel. Believe me, he's the real backbone. Very wonderful man. He's my mentor, he's my friend, he's my producer, he's my director, he's my advisor, he's also my pal. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike. All right, now let's go. Now I'll be showing you different ways in which we consume Garri in Nigeria. For us, I when I was growing up, I ate a lot of Garri because we were very, very poor back then. Still, though we are well off now, things are different. But back then, things were very, very hard. All right, so I'll be showing you that now. All right, now before I continue the video, I'm very sorry for the background noise. When you hear any background noise, it's either the sound of Okada moving on my street or the sound of generator running in the background. Nigeria is a very, very noisy country. We don't have reliable power supply, so we rely on generator to power our homes reliably. So I just wish I could leave this country one day. All right, down the Garri now. This is Garri. Mr. Mike has tasted this Garri before. Though Garri is of various qualities, but though he didn't like it, but I don't know the kind of quality one that he tasted, because as some Garri, when you eat them, you feel like they are choking you. So that's the problem. Now for this one, I'll be using different method that we used to eat it. I used to eat it, and I also ate it when I was growing up. The simplest one is mixing it with the water. So we have the Garri now, then we have water. Just mix it with the water, you have your food. It's as simple as it. You see, this is the cheapest one that you can buy. Very, very cheap now. Like now, this quantity of Garri now, you can buy this one for 15. Although it's also is becoming more expensive for an average, for those below the poverty line. It's becoming difficult now. The economy is getting bad every day. The price of food is soaring every time. The man in charge of the affair of the country doesn't know what he's doing, and those around him, they don't care about the masses. They don't care at all. So if you are fortunate enough, you may have sugar. You may have sugar to it, all right, to sweeten it. there are some people that they can't eat garlic without sugar, so they eat it now. And also, if you have you can put granite inside too. We have that of granite. You can put granite inside, and you can also put milk. Yes, so if you are buoyant to know, you can put milk. You are really going to enjoy. Mm. Another method that we enjoy Gary when we were kids is that combine it with red oil. And also, almost all of you in Europe, you've never seen or you've never heard of red oil before until I made a video about how this is traditionally produced in Nigeria. So, if you're interested in knowing how this is produced in Nigeria from palm kernel, scroll through my videos. You see how red oil is made traditionally in Nigeria. So, to this, I can remember when I was in primary school. When I was in primary school, I used to take this a lot to school. There were a lot of us back then that this is what we used to eat for breakfast. For this now, you don't need to put sugar, just the red oil and no sugar. What I'm showing you now, I'm just showing you the lowest level of economy in Nigeria, the poorest people in Nigeria, what they usually eat. It is bringing back the memories. Just bring back my memories. The third way that we enjoy Gary, that's vegetable oil. You can mix it with the vegetable oil. You're still gonna enjoy that. Now, before you tongue lash me or criticize me for using plastic ware, you know, you need to understand Nigeria first. The citizens of Nigeria are still struggling to survive. Well, let me say 95% of Nigerians are still struggling to survive. And this is our cheapest plate or cheapest container ware that can be bought. So Nigerians, average Nigerian doesn't have money to be saying that I'm not going to buy plastic, to save the environment, Nigerians are still surviving. Only the rich ones, which are like less than 5%, can do that. So remember that before you start criticizing me or tongue lashing me in the comment section. I'm going to add more. So for this now, we enjoy it with vegetable oil. And for those of you that contributed, that bought me coffee, thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Also, if you are interested in buying me a coffee, the link to do that will be in the description of the video. Thank you so much, all of you. The man bought me 5 cup of coffees. I was like, I was jubilating, I'm just grateful to you guys. I could remember before I posted the video, I have had more than 1K subscribers. I was crying, to be candid. I was crying. I have never posted a video or a picture or whatever, and I've had more than 1,000 subscribers. I just couldn't thank you guys enough. I could not thank you enough. So for this red oil now, this is it now. So don't enjoy. I'm wondering, why am I not describing the taste? The truth is that there's nothing that can use to compare this taste over there that you'll understand. And Western world, there's nothing I can use to compare this taste that you'll understand. Garri has unique taste on its own. That's a unique. The only thing that can taste similar to Garri is what is made from Garri. Like for example now, eba. The English name for it is also eba. Eba is made by adding boiled water, hot boiled water to Garri and start stirring. I've made a video about that too. If you want to check it, go and see my previous videos. So you can also make it. So that would taste like like Garri. Garri has a unique taste. So you can enjoy just like this food. Now the best of them all, the one that we love most, though it's expensive, is mixing Garri with our soup. Yes, your soup. We mix Garri with you have, let's say you have a very small quantity of soup left. You don't have money to buy fufu or eba, and you have a small quantity of Garri at home. This one is not enough to make eba. This is what you have left at home, not enough to make eba. Just mix it with the soup. Believe me, it will fill you up, depending on how big, how voluminous your stomach is. To surely fill you up. Now look at that. I just mix everything together. Because of the nature, because of the nature of Gary, I'm very very sure many Europeans won't like it. Because number one is that do you know that this Gary that you are seeing now, if somebody eats only Gary for 5 days, or let me say a week, on the seventh week they will start spitting blood. Yes. On the seventh day, if a person eats only Gary for 7 days, on the seventh day, they start spitting blood. You might be wondering, how do I know that? When I was in our college, that's happened to somebody that I know. Yes, it has happened to somebody that I know. Yes, he could only afford Gary, so he ate Gary. No, not everybody could only afford. People could only give him Gary. Was no money, coverless. He had no money, so on the seventh day, he couldn't even breathe well. All his chest, the chest were just tightening. Then now, anytime he spits blood. He almost died. He almost died. Though luckily he was rescued. So this is the most lovely one, and this is the tastiest one. When you do this one, the soup will make it more enjoyable. The soup will make it more enjoyable. All right. Thank you for your support. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll surely answer your question. If you want to become my patrons, the link will be there. Please become my patron and support me. I need your support. Thank you very much. And for those of you that have been my patron for the past 12 months or 11 months, thank you so much. I'm grateful to you guys. Bob, Atomic Shrimp. Atomic Shrimp, Mike is also my patron. Can you imagine that? Mr. Mike is my first patron. Thank you so much. All right. See you next time.